Just touched down, back on road. Counting money, man, you know how it goes. Hit the VIP and tell my strike a pose. Hop in mode. Just touched down, back on road. Counting money, man, you know how it goes. Hit the VIP and tell my to strike a pose. Hop in mode. This episode of the Barcode Podcast is sponsored by Prolific Arms, your #1 source for firearm safety services, offering concealed carry, handgun fundamentals, and defensive shooting courses. For $10 off of your next purchase, use the promo code BARCODE. And remember, here at Prolific Arms, we never compromise safety.
Yo, coming to the Barcode Podcast. You already know, one of my best friends. He's the man behind the camera. He's the man behind the editing of the Barcode Podcast. But, you know, he's the CEO of Our Differences Defined, I-414. Everybody been asking me, who does your video, Q? Who does your video? Well, now you have it right here. My brother, Willathon Boyce. I appreciate you coming to the Barcode Podcast, baby.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Appreciate you having me, man. It's well overdue, man. I think that just putting the face to everything that we got going on, you know, I'm always behind the camera, so you know, it's good to get in front of it this time.
Yes, sir. But you already know, man. You know, we gonna well, let me let the audience know. We gonna get into Blame My Fears. That was Willathon's album. You gotta, you know, it's a nice album. If you ain't got Blame My Fears, go download it on Apple Music and, you know, probably more platforms. But, you know, go download that. Hop in Mode is on there. That's my intro song. And for those who don't know, Willathon is the one behind the music behind that. All right. So, but before we get into it, because you're an artist, you know, you the rapper. See, I listen to everybody. Not saying you don't listen to everybody, but I got, you know, a few, you know, pair ups, and I want to see, you know, with you being such a talented artist, Will, I want to know, you know, where your head, you know, is with this. The first one, Lil Wayne or Drake?
Ooh, out the gate, you hit me with the razzle dazzle. Man, that's tough, dog. You know, it's really, really, really tough because like I grew up on Wayne, dog. And like, you know, dude is probably one of the greatest artists to ever rap, dog. Like, so it's tough because Drake right now is at his peak. He climbing. If I gotta pick, dog, sorry, Wazy. I'm gonna have to pick Drake, dog.
Oh, that is very surprising.
Yeah, it's just the versatility that he got, man, the different vibes he give off. Wayne is a rap god, you know what I'm saying? But Drake got vibes for us, the women, like, you know what I'm saying? He got Caribbean vibes, he got whatever, like, you know, he the sixth god, he in Canada doing his thing, man. He got so much versatility, dog. So if I had to pick one, I had to go with Drake, dog.
Listen, you ain't wrong, bro. Drake is cold, though.
No, he's sick.
Jay-Z or Kanye West?
This another doozy, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because like it's also a pair of two people that like one of them is just a rap god, and then the other one, he you know, Kanye is like a phenom. Like folks is production. You know what I'm saying? He's a writer. You know what I'm saying? He's an artist. Like, you know, he just do it all at a high level. But for me personally, if I had to pick, I'm going Hov, bro. Because Hov, my favorite of all time. I think that all four of those dudes, like combined though, like, you know what I'm saying? Like those are like my four Mount Rushmore.
Yeah, for sure, man. And it's always tough, man. Like them dudes are demons, dog. Ooh, I hit you with four
You hit me with the dazzle.
Yeah. Little Kim or Nicki Minaj?
Ooh, that's tough, man. Off the top, man, I'm gonna go with the Queen Bee, bro. Like Lil Kim, dog. Like I said, growing up and just listening to her, you know, her originality and all of that stuff. I like I like Nicki Minaj. I think just as far as like rap ability, I think Lil Kim was better.
Yeah, okay, I take that. I love Lil Kim too.
Yeah.
Now, I couldn't really, me personally, I couldn't find nobody to, you know, compare to this guy. So I just did Andre 3000 or Big Boy?
That's tough. They're a dynamic duo, bro.
I know.
I think out of the groups, they probably number one for me. Like just as far as like just their whole career, their whole run. I think that Big Boy gets slighted a lot because he is rapping next to Andre 3000. So like you always hear Andre 3000 in people's top 10s, top 20s and stuff like that. You really never hear Big Boy. But like as a group, like Big Boy held his own. Like, you know what I'm saying? He was tough. Like his whole career he's did, you know, an impeccable job, but I'm gonna still have to go with 3 Stacks, baby.
Man, 3 Stacks so cold.
Oh, he out of control, bro. I'm really salty he not really doing music no more like that.
Yeah, I'm kind of heartbroken, man. And you know another motherfucker that I'm salty they ain't doing music, dude. Mos Def, dude. He changed his name, bro.
I think he he ended up getting into the politics, dog. See, once you cross over and get into that world, bro, it really consume all of your time. You really can't be a rapper no more.
Yeah, that's true. Now, when I say these 2 names, you know me very, very personally, but this can have me and you squaring up and shit when I come and shit. Gucci Mane LaFleur or Young Jeezy?
Don't do it. I knew you was gonna say it, bro. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, dog. Gucci is one of the GOATs as far as trap music is concerned, man. He had a crazy run, like mixtape legend. Dude was dropping mixtapes every week at some point. But
there's always a but.
Snowman is my guy, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna lie, dog. I think one of his most slept on albums, The Recession, dog, was one of the most complete albums I ever heard. Like, you know what I'm saying? Especially from a dude that like really ain't a rapper like that. He just, he carry his own as far as lyricism. But like his beat selection, like his features is crazy. Like his songs, like TN 101. You know what I'm saying? You know what time it was. We was in high school when that came out. That was like,
yeah, come on now.
like that was crazy. So I'm gonna have to go with Jeezy, dog.
You ain't wrong, man, because my motherfucking what's the name of Will? My pregame music when I was at Masabi was it Motivation 101?
Yeah.
Was that the album?
TN 101, yeah.
Oh my God.
That shit
I'm
was
talking about
flawless.
Top to fucking bottom.
You ain't skipping nothing.
Skipping
flawless.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
okay.
like I like Gucci though.
Okay. Hey, listen, Will, I still got more, man. This shit ain't over with, man. And the list so fucking long because I respect you so much as an artist, dude. And we've been doing this shit since Vincent and shit, man, going to the studio and all that type of stuff. But we gonna get into that. But 112 or Drew Hill. Peaches and cream.
112 was hard. They was hard, man. They really put together some great work. But Cisco, my guy, dog. I ain't gonna lie to you. Cisco, hey, when you play Beauty, sleeping in my bed, all of that, like Cisco was out of control, fam. I ain't gonna lie. Cisco used to be going crazy, bro. I'm gonna have to go with Drew.
Okay. You know what with Cisco, man? It's crazy because now that we older, looking back at it, man, I wonder how many guys were getting beat up around that time because Cisco, like, motherfuckers was sleeping in my bed. Like, bro, you have a motherfucker fighting back in the days. Then they're getting
for sure. Hey, my boy used to be pouring his heart out, dog. He used to be going crazy.
Oh, well, like, hey, I'm loving your pick so far, though, Ace. Yeah. We almost done, man. Chris Brown or Usher?
It's tough, dog. I think that both of them are like top tier. As far as like R&B males, they would probably be 2 and 3 for me all time. Number 1, I ain't gonna say his name right now because I don't want to get canceled. But y'all know he in the Bing box. You know what I'm saying?
He definitely in that Bing bong.
Is in the Bing box right now. But head-to-head comparison, dog, I think Confessions, bro, it wins it for me, bro. So I'm gonna take Usher, man.
Okay, so let me ask you this then, Ace. Who will win in the verses then? Because you just brought up Usher, Confessions. But who will win in the verses, though?
I think the verses is 20 songs. So
yeah, it ain't think
tough, bro. No, it's tough because also in the verses, just two gifted artists, they dance and do all of that. They got stage, presence and stuff like that. I think that always has a presence in the verses. It ain't always just the music. And then just fan bases, dog. I think Chris Brown just had a rough time after that situation.
Yes, sir.
So that always like left him blackballed. But I think if they just went head to head, I think it'd be more of a celebration than anything. But if I had to pick somebody, I'm gonna still stick with Usher.
Okay. I like that. You not wrong. That's wrong. That ain't wrong. Mary J. Blige or Mariah Carey? Because look, before you answer this, Will, I think Mary J. and Trey Songz are equivalent. I feel like they can't sing, but they make good music, if that makes sense.
I think the thing with Trey Songz is chicks think he a hunk, so like that he get away with a lot. You know what I'm saying? Because he can hold a note, but he ain't really like a singer. I agree with that as far as like him and Mary J. Like they ain't really singers like that, but they do got like some really, really good music. Yeah. Mariah Carey, every Christmas, she going platinum. So you know what I'm saying? She got some hits back in the day too. But we know for sure every Christmas she going platinum. She doing numbers.
Numbers. Oh, that shit crazy.
Yeah, and then like right now too, Mary J transferred over. She going into acting now. She all in the power and doing all of that stuff. But if I just for my radio, I'm still go with Mary J.
Okay, you're gonna go with Mary. Okay, I like that. Boys to Men or Blackstreet?
I'm gonna go Boys to Men, bro. Just out the gate.
Okay. Old battle rap or new battle rap? You remember the old battle rap? That shit was outside, shoe stores and shit. Niggas wasn't preparing. Niggas was.
I think it's just like any other thing that like goes on for years. Like either you evolve or you destroy. And these dudes now they way too evolved, bro. Like you know what I'm saying? The way they set their stuff up, the way that they're prepared. You know what I'm saying? They digging up your background. They talking about your mama. You know what I'm saying? All of that stuff. I think just the way that they prepare for battles make the battles way crazier. Shout out to like, you know what I'm saying, Smack and all of them dudes that's creating like that platform. I did like the raw, like the more authentic back in the day battle rap. Like I fell in love with like just for a couple of people like Loaded Lux, Sue Surf, Tay Rock, New Jersey Twerk. Who else is good? Like Charlie Clips. Like them dudes is beyond measure, bro. Like at this point, like if you tried to have one of them old battle rappers battle one of them, they'll get their head tore off, bro. So I'm gonna go with the new school.
The new school. Okay. Man, I thank you so much, Will, for participating in that. And like I said, the list was long because like I've been listening to your music since shit. We was in fucking middle school. You know what I'm saying? So I know that you got the, the ear for music and you listen to different type of artists and all that type of stuff. So that's why the list was long, man. And
that's good though. I mean, it was a lot of versatility there. You got to R&B, you got to battle rap. I started off battle rapping, and just doing all of that stuff. So like, I appreciated that.
Yeah, for sure. Now, man, I want to talk about the album, Blame My Fears. I just want to touch on that before we, get into our differences defined, how that started. But I want to talk about Blame My Fears because every album that you send me, Will, like I download it right away. I listen to it from top to bottom. And, what you got 7 songs on there, about 8?
Yeah, 7.
About 7, yeah, 7 songs on there, Will. And from top to bottom for me, with me knowing you for so long, like it touched me, you know what I'm saying? So how like when you put that project together, what type of mental were you at the time? Like what was going on? Like what was going through your head?
I think that like just from like just an artistry point, just throughout my life, anytime I created music, it was always like inspired by what was going on at the time. And then when I came up with this one, it was pretty much just me just holding myself accountable. So like a lot of people would be like, man, where the music at? Like what you been doing? And you know how you get caught up in life, like, so, you know, you be working and be doing all of this other stuff, and it's like you getting away from like your passions, your creativity. So I, you know, had conversations with like my nephew who inspires to do music right now. Shout out to Phil Way. Check him out if y'all can. My cousin Tim, who is a producer. Shout out to Fresh. And then just, you know, all of my guys that I ended up doing music with. So shout out to Rail Beats, you know, Dev, Business Boy, Piz, you know, Dooch, Hardaway, Renz, you know, all of them dudes, just cause like I got away from it, and it was just like linking up with them dudes, would just be like, man, where the music at? Like, what you been doing? Like, you ain't been. So the title of the album is called "Blame My Fears" because I want to hold myself accountable. The reason that you aren't where you want to be is because of you. So like, anytime somebody asks me like, why you ain't, you know, make it, or why you ain't this, and I was like, blame my fears, bro. Like, you know, I was scared to, like, you know what I'm saying, put forth the effort to be a phenom or be like that, because it takes a huge sacrifice. So was I willing to sacrifice, you know, my entire life just to go continuously do music? Because like music was putting me in, like, I did music for all my life, and then just like being an entrepreneur, buying a studio, you know, doing all of that stuff. Like, you know, I got a son, dog. Like, I was putting money in the studio and coming home and be like, I ain't got no money to feed my kid. Like, now I got to go do some more stuff to go. So it was like just a fear. The fear part of it for me was just like, you know what I'm saying, not knowing what was, you know what I'm saying, or what could be, because it was like, dog, I got to go finally just stop it, just go take care of home and take care of myself and make sure I'm straight. So I really couldn't even dive back into it. But that's what the CD title was about. The music, you know, complies with that. Just showing everybody like who I was and being vulnerable.
Yeah, yeah. And man, to piggyback on, you know, the studio, I forgot who I was talking to, you know, Fred Burgess about last week about this, man. And looking back at it, Will, you did have your own studio. Like, that's at that age, that's how we knew, we spotted the talent in you very, very early, especially me. You know, I've been around. So, but for you to have your own studio, see, you know, I always been silly. So I was coming to the studio, just, I don't, man, before y'all around, let me say this shit. You know what I'm saying? So, but looking back at it, Will, that shit was actually dope, man. Like, you was ahead of your time. And you know, you went through what you went through, but that album, Will, you know, that it touches me, man. And for those, like I said, for those who don't know, Blame My Fears, Hop and Mo, my intro song is on Blame My Fears, Willathon's album, Will J. Ace album. And I just remember listening to it, dude, like, hey, can I use this as an intro? Like, you know what I'm saying? And you did, and I appreciate you for that. Everyone loves it, you know what I'm saying? And like, man, it's just dope, man. But the highlight of the story of the show is our differences defined. Like, odd 414. I know a lot of y'all see me tag odd 414. It stands for Our Differences Defined 414. And Will is the man behind that. He's the CEO. And I want to know, how gay is, how did you come up with the name?
So, you know, just growing up as a kid, you know, in our culture, you know, it was always popular to do, you know, certain things. So like playing basketball, playing sports, period, rapping, doing music, or uh, which ain't a highlight here, but, you know, being the dope boy, selling drugs, being the guy, you know what I'm saying? Having money, dressing nice and stuff like that. So like those people were always respected as like, you know, the good people in our community. I wanted to make something to stand out for, like, you know, people in our culture that do other things, you know, separate, you know, that don't really necessarily get celebrated all the time. So like Our Differences Defined, I started it because, you know, I want to celebrate people with forward thinking, who are innovators, you know, who want to be creatives and want to do other things that like necessarily in our community aren't celebrated. So like I wanted to celebrate, like, you know, the cameraman, Like who celebrates the cameraman, or people that want to go to school and finish and go to college, who people call squares, and who are smart, like what I'm saying, intelligent, who can create things, who can invent things, and just bring something to enhance not only just our culture but the world. You know what I'm saying? So our differences define. It started because I want to celebrate the person that, of course there was a horse to travel. I want to celebrate the person that thought about like, dang, we can get there faster if I create a car, and actually put forth the work and did it. You know what I'm saying? And then somebody look at that car and be like, well, dang, I can get there a little bit faster if I create an airplane. You know what I'm saying? And then actually put forth the work and did it because, throughout the times that they was creating that thing, you got people looking at them like, dog, you crazy. You can't create no airplane, bro. Like, what you think you doing? You know what I'm saying? And then actually did it. So like our differences define our future. Like that's what the whole thing is about. And I just want to just push forth that narrative, just keep individuals like believing in themselves and trying to find the necessary resources to help people like continue to do stuff like that, because our world keeps getting better, and it only gets better by people thinking about evolving and wanting to do more.
Yeah, Will, that's dope. And this is why we ask questions. All right. I'm that type of guy where I'm very, very supportive of my friends. So I'm gonna speak for myself. Um, I can tag my friends that I love dearly and I've been knowing for a long time. They can post something, right? And it's their brand or whatever the case may be. I'm going to share it, tag it, and use it just
Yeah.
on the strength that I have, for my friends. So now that I'm getting older and just want to know more, I'm
Yeah,
like, okay, I know what I404 stands for. Our differences defined, but what does it mean?
for
And
sure.
for you to bust it down like that, that's so dope.
Yeah,
And we talk about this all the time, growing, expanding, individually together. And for our differences defined and mean that, man, will, dude, I'm 50 times more happy to tag now.
appreciate that. Hey, before you ask me anything else, I forgot.
Yeah,
Hey,
go
shout
ahead.
out to Bags, man. Deontay Hayes, man. That's one of my favorite producers, man. He produced like majority of my music, man. I forgot to shout him out earlier. I definitely don't want to leave that guy out. He's one of the people that helped me believe in myself. He don't even know this. I'm saying this just to, give him his flowers, dog. Like just having conversations with him, always, helped me out in life. And then just when we started the studio, dude, he sacrificed a huge bit, man. He actually like donated a lot of his equipment and his time to teach me how to, do stuff, record. He donated his computer so we could record, make money out of there. So shout out to him, man. I hope he's still, blessed and doing whatever he's supposed to be doing in the world too.
Yeah, for sure. Shout out to my dog Bags, man. If y'all know who Bags is, do your research. Yes,
So
shout out to my dog. Now, when you did your first project, right? Because if correct me if I'm wrong, what falls under that umbrella is recording, pictures, editing, et cetera, et cetera. I want to know when you did your first project, right? Were you nervous? And what was your first project? When you did your first project, was you nervous under I-414?
Uh, man, nervous as a man. I was nervous, folks. Because it's like you do stuff for so long and you discover your talents and you figure out like what you're good at and what you struggle with. I think that like I was comfortable in certain spaces. So like playing basketball, I'm comfortable. Rapping, I'm comfortable. I started this journey in 2019 is when I first bought my LLC and all of that stuff. So I didn't actually get my first gig until like 2021 because I didn't even put myself out there for 2 years. I wanted to study. I was going to school. I was learning like the craft of it, figuring out what I really wanted to be inside of that. So my first project, I actually did. Shout out to All County basketball, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to All County, man. T. Barkey, man. Really, he helped me out. He believed in me, dog. He gave me a platform. And I just chopped it up with him. He told me what he wanted. I went back, evaluated. I'm looking at the paper like, dog, this is a lot. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, can I really do this? Am I really this good? You know what I'm saying? So nervous, dog. All County is a huge event every year. So like, dog, the crowds is loud, the crowds is packed up. I'm in there running back and forth. I'm interviewing people. I'm doing all of this stuff. And then, after it was all done and I came home, I think because it took me about 3 days to finish editing everything, 3 full days. So 15-hour days. Like I'm just editing. Finished it all. I sent it to him. And, my biggest thing is like, I get, my validation or, I feel good about like the words I receive after I send something to somebody. So like I sent it to him, and instead of him like writing me back or something, like he called me. He was like, bro, this cold. Like you, boom, 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 you over exceeded what I wanted you to do. And then like we talked probably like 30, 45 minutes. He was like, man, I want you at every all county. And like after I got off the phone with him, I was like, yeah, you him. You valid now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you could really do this. So like I was nervous, but I already knew I could do it. It's just like you have to do it to really get the necessary validation you need for yourself to keep going.
Yeah, and that's true. And you said your first year was 2021. Of course, I was a part of all county, so I remember being there. And I do want to touch on when you came back the following year. That's when you start doing a lot of people highlight tapes, a lot of these professional guys, these guys that need, or trying to go overseas or whatever the case may be, G League, whatever.
Yeah.
And I just know that a lot of people reached out to me, and I know a lot of people reached out to you, and and like you said, shout out to T Barkey, dude. You know what I'm saying? He, your first gig, man. Great event, that happened in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and you got a chance to, not just film and take pictures, but doing that, you meeting new people, you having good conversations and all that type of stuff. So that's dope. Shout out to T Barkey, man. Yeah.
Sure.
Now I want to know this though, because a lot of people, when it comes to like podcasts, just everything, me, y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. I got a laptop and a ring light. That's it. You know what I'm saying? So, of course I'm working on a backdrop, a microphone, all that type of stuff. But for you, Will, what all equipment did you have to buy to start, doing all of this stuff?
Oh man. So it depends on, the kind of event you're doing or kind of whatever your clients want to do. So just to start off, dog, I just started doing like events, like small events where I could just show up and take pictures and do videos. You know what I'm saying? At the end of that, to record the videos, the pictures, you come back and then you got to edit them. So to get the video editing equipment, dog, I have paid $300 for Final Cut Pro. I got the whole Adobe Classroom, which you pay probably like $15 a month for it or whatever. So it gives you everything you need to edit like pictures for you. But just as far as like real equipment after that, after I start getting like major gigs and stuff like that, dog, you got to buy lights, which, depending on the kind of light you get, like this ain't no ring light. You know what I'm saying? Ring light, you pay about $40. Like the lights I got, you got to pay like $250. You know what I'm saying? $300. You know what I'm saying? I got 2 cameras. One of the cameras is $3,500. The lens that go on the camera is another like $3,700. Like, you know what I'm saying? So you can buy lenses that cost you, a couple G's. You know what I'm saying? So you got 2 cameras that do. So depending on where you go. So I got Nikons, I got Canons. You know what I'm saying? I got Sonys and all of that stuff. Then you want to get into more of the filming for like, just like action shots. So like you got to buy GoPros. So GoPros is $390. You know what I'm saying? You got to buy memory cards for each one. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you got to buy cords and power cables and, all of this stuff. So like you looking like, which I'm thankful I could do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy that God blessed me, with the clientele. So I could pay for all of this stuff and stabilizers and stuff. So you probably to get full throttle, I had to probably spend probably like anywhere between 15 and 20 bands.
Yeah, I'm already knowing that.
Sure.
Man, I just looked at the camera on the farm. I'm like, damn, $750. What the fuck?
Yeah. You gotta think my dream camera is I think it's like 75 G. I mean 7,500 right now.
Oh shit, Will. I'm about to say 5,000. Like,
No,
man,
no,
let
no.
me put my sports bets in now.
Straight up. I'm calling for a loan for the barcode. Barcode got to hit me with a loan.
Man, for real. Now, these cameras you getting though, what is it, 4K, 5K, 6K? Can we even get
you go to 8K. So you get before you go. So both of the cameras that I got that I use for most of my stuff is 4K because most of the stuff that people want you to do you don't really got to go over 4K. But like I do my best, my not my best, but my interest moving forward is to try to get into some cinematography. So then I'm gonna have to start getting like 8K cameras and stuff like that. So I'm trying to do some screenplays. If anybody in Milwaukee want to do some comedy skits, some real life skits, stuff like that, contact me, man. At Odd 414, man, and we can put some of that stuff in play. I'm looking for actors, actresses, even some people that could write, screenplays or just any little skit and stuff like that. So anybody that want to get to work, make sure you hit me.
Yeah, and that's dope, man. Yeah, that brightened my day when you said you come on, I went to Vincent with cinematic. Well, I know how to pronounce cinematic though.
Yeah.
What's the word?
Cinematography.
See, oh, come on, man. I'm gonna say cinnamon toast crunch, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, man, when you got some cinnamon toast crunch, bro?
Yeah, for sure.
No, but what are you doing though, Will? Like, now that you did your first gig, all county, you got the nerves out, the jitters out. What are you doing now to pump your business, your brand? What are you doing to pump all that stuff out, man?
Man, I think one of the biggest things for me is like I don't want to over exaggerate myself. I don't want to over absorb. I don't want to be overly accessible either. So I make sure that I self promote. A lot of my promotion is word of mouth too also. But I created my own portfolios. I got an Instagram, a TikTok, a Facebook, so we promote on all of there. I think that like what helps me so much is like I don't really have to promote myself as much because I'm in so many different spaces. So like you said, All County helped me be able to get highlight tapes for people. So I've done highlight tapes for now, like last year for the basketball season, the high school basketball season, I did at least 8 teams where I'm creating highlights and videos for all of them. Then Kevin Looney came up. Shout out to Corey Lucius and Marquise Perrine for plugging me with that. And shout out to you for even calling me and making sure I got that done. But we did Kevin Looney's basketball camp, which he's a multiple time champion. You know what I'm saying? He's from the city. He does that every year. So I'm pretty sure I'll be in that space every time he comes back. Tyler Hero camp, I did that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Another pro from the state. He ain't from the city, but you know what I'm saying? I was in that room. Like, so I'm not really like I said, dog, I really want to have a really elite client base where I could continue to work in these spaces. But like I said, I don't want to oversaturate myself. I don't want to be affiliated with just everything. So like I don't do club appearances. I don't really shoot music videos. I don't really do like that type of stuff. I want to continue to be in spaces that make our people look really, really good, man. I want every time that I do something in our community that it uplift our people. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to really do stuff that dims our lights or put us in situations where it's like, that ain't really celebrated. You don't really want to celebrate that. So I want everything that I do for my family, my friends, everybody to just look at it and be proud of it. Like, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah. And we are proud, so especially me, and everybody else, will quick small story, y'all. I forgot that Will even, did, the video stuff. So when I first started the Barcode podcast, the crazy thing about it, the first phone call was, "Hey, yo, Will, can I use hop in mode on my intro for my podcast?" Man, oh yeah, Q for sure. Hell yeah, no doubt. You my dog, man. Yeah, boom. And the first guy was going through, it wasn't how I wanted it. He was taking forever to reply and wasn't picking up. And I was panicking because I didn't, I put my trust in this guy, and I had an episode dropping on like fucking Monday or some shit. And I'm like panicking, like, bro, I didn't all these fucking likes and shares, bro. These people about to be like, this motherfucking Q bar bullshit. So I don't know what the fuck popped up in my head. I'm like, Willathon. Like, you know what I'm saying? I said his real name, Willathon. So I called my bro, man, and sent him everything, man. I was using his music. He already got that. Sent him the video, and Will taught me how to use WeTransfer, and blah blah. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to my boy Jay Ace. You know what I'm saying? He, like I said, he's the one who creates my banner, it's the music, he does the editing, he does the creativity. Yeah, I may tell Will, hey, yeah, Will, do this, do that, but I let Will do Will. This is his expertise. You know what I'm saying? And when everybody already know we went to Vincent, we grew up together, we got a connection. So same connection. We ain't playing basketball, but we got the same connection when it comes to this, man. So I wanted to share that story because Will saved me, man. He had that bad boy. He had the promo, to me in 2 days, and the video the following day. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all too, y'all. He sent me Deontay Garrett's fucking promo. I never posted it. I sent it to everybody in my text message. Will said, "You gotta post that shit, fool." I'm like, I'm brand new to this.
No, that'd be funny, dog.
Yeah. But the job title that you have, being a photographer, whatever falls under that umbrella, Will. What type of style would you say you have, when it comes to the camera?
I would say abstract, man. I try to not be, the typical cameraman, and like, odd. You know what I'm saying? It's called odd for a reason. I typically, stray away from trying to do like basic stuff. Like I said, that's why I don't really do club stuff. I don't really do music videos. I want to be able to be in creative spaces where I could make everybody's story a little bit different. So I always think like, what's different about this job, this gig, this person, and like how can we get that to be the showcase of whatever they got going on. So I'm always like an abstract thinker when it comes to that, because like I said, I want my work to be like, damn, that was creative. Like he ain't had to do all of that, but he did that just to make sure that that was the emphasis that he wanted to express. Like, you know what I'm saying? He wanted you to be able to see this, and like I want to be able to work with like moving forward. Like I say, I want to do cinematography and all of that. I want to celebrate some of these kids, man, and not just the basketball players, the sports players, and stuff like that. I want to celebrate, some of these kids that are doing great academically, but also some of these kids that have like special needs. Like, you know what I'm saying? Some of these autistic kids are brilliant. You know what I'm saying? And nobody shines a light on them. Like, you know what I'm saying? I want to be able to do photo shoots for them, do a video for them, and like not they need some help video. I want to celebrate them. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like some of these kids who, I know, kids that, have really, really bad accidents as really, really young kids, and they're crippled, paralyzed or something like that, but are still excelling in life and still doing really, really great. Like after a traumatic experience at a young age. Like, so I want to be able to like, get with some of those kids and celebrate some of those stories, man.
Yeah, and that's dope, man. And like, everyone needs it, but just we have to start with our, where we from, our hometown, Milwaukee. We small, compared to the other states and stuff. So I tell you all this time, Will, I see your vision. I really believe in it. You know what I'm saying? And I know you're gonna get better. I love what you're doing, but you're gonna get better. You're gonna grow, and whatever goes and what your future is gonna happen, because the one thing that I'm gonna do is fucking push you, just like I did on the basketball court and off the court. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna level up though. You know what I'm saying? And you keep doing that, Will, because the shit is dope, man. I tell you all the time, and I'm proud of you and I love you, dog. For real. But pricing, how the pricing go? Do it go by like how big the event is, or how long you got to be there, or the editing? Like, do all that stuff play a factor, when it comes to pricing?
Yeah, man, which it's always tough, dude, because everybody, you know, with everything, like, you know, you go to a place and you just want to know exactly what the price is. You know what I'm saying? But like every event, every, you know, photo shoot, everything is so different. Like, you know, everybody needs special stuff. So like, you know, like for instance, like with All County, like I said, like some people when you go to basketball events, they just want you to record the highlights and that's it. Like with All County, I got to do highlights. You know what I'm saying? I got to do interviews. I got to have a place set up to do that. So like the price is gonna be different than me just showing up and doing just like highlights, but like photo shoots, video shoots and stuff like that, setting up like how we got a podcast, right? You know what I'm saying? People want to start a podcast. I tell them like, well, do I got to show up there and actually record it or you going to record it and send it to me? That's a whole different price. You know what I'm saying? But like, pretty much like photos, they pretty much just go by how many photos you want that's edited. The space is always the same price. So like just by the hour, you probably pay about 30 to 50 in between that range an hour just for the space. And then whatever that person charges for like editing the photos. Videos are different. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you doing like different scenes is really what you want to put it on. So like if you got like 2 scenes, it'd be cheaper than if you got 5 scenes and we got to drive somewhere and go do all of that stuff. So like I said, the pricing is it just depends on what you're doing. And I try to be fair, man, and not charge people like too much, but you know, some people have really crazy ideas that they want to do. Like I done been sitting on top of a car and the car driving like 30 miles an hour and I'm recording on top of it. Like for that, you gonna have to pay me. You like, you know what I'm saying?
I can fall, drop my camera, bust my head, break my
Yeah,
leg.
you know what I'm saying? So I done did that. Like I done been on top of like, you know, 20, 30 feet in the air, you know, strapped to something, shooting, you know what I'm saying? And it's like for those kind of shoots, you're gonna have to come out your pocket. For sure.
Dude, that's crazy, dude. 30 miles per hour strapped up. Come on, man.
Yeah.
And
Hanging out the window, holding on to the window, like, dog, that's crazy.
you know what? Yeah, that is odd, Will. Yeah.
For sure. Oh, my life.
No, but anything that you want to add, Will, you know what I'm saying? I feel like, you know, I asked you everything I want to ask you, but is there anything you want to add or anything, bro? You know, when it comes to, you know, your brand?
I just want to not even necessarily only just my brand, just for the city, the community, man. We got a lot of kids, man. It's a lot of kids running around here that really need us. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's for a sport, whether it's just for like you know, just being a mentor and just having safe spaces for these kids to go and, you know, be themselves and, you know, really grow. I just want everybody to just, you know, make it not about you, man. Make it about something bigger than you. Really pour into these kids because at the end of the day, we're not gonna be young forever. You know what I'm saying? These kids are gonna have to take care of us, you know what I'm saying, in 20, 30 years and stuff like that. And you want these kids to be out there in spaces where they can grow. And like let's use our personal experiences to enhance them. Just keep them, you know, striving to be better than what we were. And other than that, man, you know, the Barcode podcast, I'm the guy. Y'all know it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm behind the scenes. I'm doing all of the editing. I can't wait for these episodes to come, man. We got some great stuff in store for y'all. We're going to just continue getting better. Shout out to Above and Beyond the Playground. That's where I work and do skills development, skills training. Shout out to Deontay Tatum for giving me that opportunity. I'm also, you know, doing camera work there for him, doing like, you know, photos and videos and AAU season is approaching. We're gonna have a good, really good summer. Really excited to do that. But other than that, man, you know, I just want everybody to subscribe to the Barcode podcast, man. Make sure y'all be active with us, man. We really cool dudes. So like, if you guys got suggestions or got ideas, or if you guys want to be a part, however you guys feel like that you guys could be a part, man, come help us out. Come help us do the work. Anything that you guys feel like you can add to us, man, hit us up. Of course, at all of our pages, I414, the Barcode Podcast. We on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. Make sure, hey, man, most of you people have our numbers, man. You know, we still got the same numbers since high school, darn near. So, man, just if there's anything that y'all can do to help us out, and just inspire us, keep us going, man, make sure y'all reach out and tap in.
Yes, well said. It's simple. And when we post, it's okay, y'all, to share. Make a YouTube page, y'all. It takes seconds.
For sure.
Take seconds, y'all. Take a few, well, I won't say second. Take a few minutes out your day. Make a page, subscribe. We'll post, share. We know a lot of you guys watching. We was once on the other end. I'm an honest dude, where people wanted me to subscribe, but I'm like, why subscribe when I'm going to YouTube every day and typing your name in? You know what I'm saying? So now that I'm in this world, and of course I changed my whole energy. I subscribe to everybody's stuff. I get 1 million notifications a day. But yes, subscribe. And thank you so much, Willathon Boyce, aka J Ace, aka the CEO. I gotta say CEO.
Sure.
Where differences define, 414 for coming to the Barcode Podcast. I appreciate you, brother man.
I appreciate you for having me, dog. Let's keep going up. Hey, we're gonna watch this, and then we're gonna go back and celebrate it in about 1.5 years. Like, look where we at now. So, shout out to you. Shout out to the person that you've been. I seen your growth, man, and I just appreciate our friendship, dog.
Yeah, and I appreciate it too, man. Love you, baby.
Love you, bro.
JL out.